O'Neal James is in group 1. Ishmael McNaughton is in group 2. Michael Roberts, group 1. Richard Roberts, group 2. And O'Dane Williams is in group 1. All right, so let me just name the persons in group 1 now. Let me just name the persons who is in group 1. Zoya Adams, Dacian Brown, Martin Chambers, Lassine Graham, O'Neal James, Keon Johnson, Michael Roberts, Shanika Smith, and
Sir, it's not Smith, it's Sutton.
Is okay. Oh, that's a is the person herself talking? Okay.
Yes,
All
it's Sutton.
right. Because I had Simit something. But there's no Simit in the name at all. No double barrel name or anything.
No.
All right, good. No problem. All right, so that's Shanika Sutton and O'Dean Williams. Those are the group 1 persons. For group 2, well, I'm going to just mark something same time on the register. For group 2, we have Danisha Barnes, Michael Coburn, Sandy Ann Denton, Sharifa Hepburn, Ishmael McNaughton, Richard Roberts, Lisa Salmon, and Tiffany Spence. Those are the persons in group 2. Shamoya McBean. Let me mark this on Shamoya McBean. There. So we have 12 persons online. All right. All right. Later today, I want us to identify a group leader for group 1, a group leader for group 2, and a group leader for the entire group 3. Maybe I have one already for group 3. Group 3, who's the group leader?
Shamora.
Shamara? Come on.
Shamora, you want to be the leader?
And who's always
Adina talk.
McBean, who's normally the person who, yeah.
Sir, and we are all group leaders normally, sir.
All right, I put in on my thing on you. All right. If you have a tight knit group, you don't have a problem. Okay. at 7:30. At 7:30, I need to get a name from group 6 as who is a group leader for group 1 and who is a group leader for group 2. All right, let me go back to the document that is being shared on screen. All right, so for persons like Robert, and I remember identifying someone from group 3 who today was the first day in this class. The good thing is that the recording from last week, Ms. Cole indicated that she will download it and she will send it to your emails. Now, one of the important things that was stressed in the class with this topic was concerned, concepts of entrepreneurship or concepts associated with entrepreneurship, where I had informed the group that you need to know all 8 concepts and you should be able to can explain them. So briefly, could someone who was in the class last week say what is risk? What does risk entails? Risk. What is risk? Where entrepreneurship is concerned. Anyone? What's risk? What is risk?
Sir, repeat the question, please.
What is meant by the term risk? Risk is one of the concepts associated with entrepreneurship. So I'm just asking, what is risk all about? What's that?
So the risk is you'll be investing your own funds. So there is a chance that you may lose your income. So you should invest if you lose it, you won't suffer much loss and you'll be able to rebound.
Okay, that's nice. Who is that was just speaking to me?
Sorry, Winsome.
Oh, Wind. Okay, because I'm looking at the screen just like you, so I'm not no longer on the screen with the names and all of that.
Risk.
Risk. All right, what Winsome just said sound really good, you know. I don't know if you have anything else to add to that, because
a person who owns or operates a business, a risk is someone who sees an opportunity to make a profit, but in order they have to spend their own money, his or her money, and not really sure if they're going to make a profit by doing the entrepreneurial business.
Your answer sound like it mix up with other things.
I get it.
Your answer sound like it mix up with entrepreneur.
So risk is like when you chance something but you don't know if it's going to really work. So you're just going in it to see if it works or if it will not work. Sure.
Yeah. Right. You take a chance. You take a chance by investing. That's why I like when someone said, yeah, the risk is the investment that someone takes in a business venture where they are not entirely sure if it will be a profitable one or not. Yeah, right. That's right, not profitable or not. So not would be loss. All right. The next concept is entrepreneur. Come quickly. What is that?
A person who own and operate a business.
All right, that is a correct answer. Anybody else have another answer?
A person who sees an opportunity and is willing to take a calculated risk to make a profit.
Wonderful. That's okay. Yeah, man. That's a good answer also. All right. Competition. Let's move in quickly. Competition.
Persons in the same geographical area doing business, meaning doing the same business, but in the same geographical area.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's like you have
Persons.
a business, you have a competition next year, so you want to see which one we can like beat a target or make more sale. So me a compete with somebody.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be next to you. But I like the idea of geographical area. Doesn't have to be immediately next to you, but relatively close to you. But it can be next door, but it can be a long mile away now, but it's your competitor. All right.
Understood.
But yeah, but the good thing is that about explaining the thing is that you're promoting, offering similar products and or services. All right. Macro screening, because tonight we're gonna do that. Macro screening, what's that?
Macro.
They're like coming up with different ideas and trying to find the best one by eliminating some of them.
No. You mess up your answer. You start perfect and then you mess it up. What is macro screening?
Coming up with a volume of ideas, of possible ideas, business ventures.
Full stop? You have a full stop after that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we love that. I love good. Yes. Identifying as many business ideas, opportunities as is humanly possible. That is macro screening. Good. Micro screening now.
Narrowing down the macro ideas to ones that you think would be more profitable.
Out of wait, out of 10, what do you think you get for that? Because I got a grade here right now.
7.
No.
No.
I think the fact that she explained macro before.
Say it again, Michael.
I think 10 based on the fact that she explained macro earlier.
Yeah.
The micro is something small.
Yeah, micro means small. So how you explain micro screening?
Sir, I'm giving it a try. Sir, by knowing the weakness and the strengths and the opportunities and the threat to the business.
So your thing come off of the radar.
No.
That off of the radar completely.
So if macro mean a wide scale of business, so when you go into the macro now, it must be a small amount, but it's let's say the important ones.
Who is speaking to me? Who is speaking?
Ishmael, may I try remember where you said from last week?
Ishmael, because I wonder if O'Neil James come in the class, because last week O'Neil James said a lot, you know. O'Neil, are you in the class now?
Yeah, man. Only class, man, but O'Neil already have to chip in, so me just chip in over that.
Let me first let me confirm and then I might already start that with him. Just give me a second. Let me just look back at the register. Cox, Desian, Danisha, those Ishmael. Let's see, Nikolai. See one here that I need to mark. Nikolai and O'Neill. See O'Neill there for true. I'll mark those two first, and then I'll look, see if I see anybody else. People in the meantime think about micro screening, man. I don't hear a 10 out of 10 answer yet.
Identify at least 5.
I feel like I hear a 6 out of 10, maybe. But I don't hear a 10 out of 10 answer. Wait there.
This is what you identify at least 5 business idea, possible business idea.
Right. That's your full answer?
Yes.
No, 5 out of 10 that man.
Really?
Nikolai.
Or is it 3? Oh, identify the top 3 business idea.
The top 5, then the top 3, then the top 1. But what is the criteria that you're using? You have to back it up to get a 10 out of 10.
Okay, based on knowledge, resources, and something like that, and access to resources.
Yes, based on your knowledge of the areas.
The knowledge of the areas.
And access to resources.
You're right.
Anyone who said that too?
You say no, yes? No, you didn't. Oh, you'll get the 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are you going to choose them? Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyone else just came online while I was speaking? Because it mean I wouldn't mark you as yet.
Sir, I don't hear you mark my name, and I was online long time.
I feel I'm marking a long time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man.
But sorry, I'm gonna post the name of the group. Them in a, you know, you have to post the names. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna get them all now. You know.
No, hold on now. Hold on now. When
All right.
at 7:30, it's 2 minutes past 7 now. At 7:30, when I repeat, the persons in group 1, I will identify. Is there any admin person from the groups in the chat? Persons who can add names and stuff to the main group? Ishmael, you're an admin?
Not to the main group.
Oh, okay. Not to the main group.
Who did make that group? The main group.
Hold on there. Let me tell you something. It's the last week when I said, and people take out my number. Immediately, you know, somebody add to a group and take me out back same time, you know.
You must have went in the long group.
I say, oh, what is? All right. Nikolai, Nikolai looking for.
Sir, me there, no, sir.
No, then it's in my physical register looking for any number. All right, I mark you and I mark James. All right. Good. Let us continue. Let us continue. All right, so macro screening, identifying as many business ideas and opportunities as is humanly possible. Micro screening is from your vast number of ideas obtained during your macro screening. You're going to identify your top 5 based on your knowledge of these areas and your access to resources for them. From the top 5, you identify your top 3 based on the same criteria, and then you identify your top 1. In our situation, when we identify the top 1, that is the business that we will give a name, and we will create a business plan for it. Also, that will be the business, because we're going to do that activity this evening. Also, that will be the business that you will carry out sometime in the near future. One group will be doing it on a Saturday because they normally have Saturday classes. And one group will be doing it on a Thursday because you have Tuesday, Thursday class. So you're used to that. All right. There's so much things that said in that class last week. Right. I left out two concepts because based on the time frame that was remaining, we couldn't touch them. Those two concepts would have been market mix and business environment. However, we had discussed wage employment. So I need someone now to step up to the plate and on their first attempt, explain what is meant by wage employment perfectly. No pressure at all. No pressure.
Someone that's employed for income?
I will take that. Yeah.
There I know it's missing some things, you know.
No, I'll take that one. Anybody else have anything to say about wage employment?
So on wage employment, there is no risk to you, the individual. There is no liability. Regular 9 to 5, you're expecting your pay. If there's a decrease or anything, you still expect your pay.
Okay. Okay. So you're guaranteed. Let us try and look at some of the benefits of wage employment. You're guaranteed a wage or a salary. All right. You're guaranteed a wage or a salary. What's the difference between a wage and a salary?
I think a wage is like fortnightly or daily. A salary would be like monthly, something like that.
Who is speaking? Who is speaking?
Not sure. Wint.
Yeah, you're not sure. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes, wait. That's a 10 out of 10 answer.
Okay.
So wages are usually paid daily, weekly, fortnightly, whereas salaries are paid on a monthly basis. But all I'm saying is that hello?
Sir, so does that mean salaried employees wouldn't come under persons that get a salary wouldn't come under wage employment? That's not the case.
No, that's not the issue.
Okay.
All of them is wage employment, even the salary one. In on-job, they fall under wage employment. But I just wanted you to know that generally speaking, there's a slight difference between wages and salaries. But overall, as long as you're working for someone else and get paid, you would fall in the category of wage employment. Fair enough. Everybody get that? Don't try and separate them. Don't try and separate them. All right. So we want to identify a few advantages of wage employment. All right. So we say one is your guarantee income. You guarantee a salary or a wage. What's another advantage? Another advantage is that you work on a fixed time schedule, you know. That's another advantage, you know. So a lot of people don't see it as an advantage, but it is an advantage. You know, says 8 hours a week you work. 8 hours a day, sorry, God. You work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. It is fixed. You can plan your life around that. All right. Any other advantage of wage employment? For some,
your wages short fortnight or monthly.
that's the first thing about that Sabbath already said. We say we guarantee a wage.
Added benefits like, well, I guess I can do that if you're an entrepreneur too.
I don't hear what word it says. Can you repeat this?
Sir, pardon?
I never hear a word that said about it. Could you repeat, please?
I was saying added benefits like pension and but I'm like, if you're an entrepreneur, you could do that by yourself.
No, my better start good. That's true. For wage employment for some persons, they
For some,
they obtain what you call fringe, FRINGE, fringe benefits. All right, so those are the allowances, the allowances and the insurance, the health insurance and
the ISTRN, NHT, but and pension. No, pension is varies. Pension come on. Some company will take you on. Not if you're a permanent worker, then you get pension.
Right. So I don't really want to talk about the pension, but fringe benefits, you mostly talk about the allowances and like the health insurance and stuff, or access to training, additional training, and so because you have a lot of times you have some companies, some businesses that send employees to upskill, upgrade themselves, and they pay for it. Right, so that's another benefit from wage employment. Personally, some workers feel a sense of pride, for working for certain businesses. Sometimes some of these staff members, when they have on them company shirts with the logo and all of that, they feel very proud, So, but always remember, different from the first one about guarantee income, the others, it's not straight across the board, but some persons enjoy these benefits, these privileges. And anyone else can come up with any other benefits of wage employment? You do not, yeah, somebody had said it before now. You do not suffer any, well, your mic not working good.
So you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I was hearing you, but I'm not sure if I hear you now. All right, so don't say anything. Don't say anything. Let's go on with it. Maybe your mic will sort out itself later. All right, so someone had said it earlier that in the event of the business failing or going bankrupt or something like that, you suffer no personal loss. The only thing you know that they may be out of a job, which you're going to try to find a different job, but you won't suffer any personal loss if the business fails. All right. What would be some of the disadvantages of wage employment?
Standardized salary.
Okay.
Like one salary for the month.
So it is just fixed to a specific amount?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. That could be one. Any other disadvantages of wage employment?
Inflexible work hours.
Okay. That point taken. Let's move it, class. Anything else? Disadvantage of working for someone? You have no say in the day-to-day operations of the business. You cannot. You cannot what? You cannot make any decisions. You can't make any major decisions. where the business operations is concerned. That could be one.
You're helping someone else to build their dreams.
Yes, you're working to satisfy someone else's dreams and aspirations. That's another one. All right, but well, I see where you people basically have the concept
Sir, can
of
I ask
building.
something? Would
Yes, you can.
would paid leave come under fringe benefit?
Pay what?
Paid leave.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man. Paid vacation leave and something. Eh? Or even a maternity leave and them thing there. Fringe benefits and then. Because you get pay up to a specific time. All right. So this evening now, we're gonna discuss the two other concepts, and then we will start our operations as it relates to the macro and the micro screening and stuff. Coming up with a business idea. Good. Now, when you hear the term market mix, it is only one thing should come to your mind. Is there anyone who can tell me what is the one thing that should come to your mind? When you hear the term market mix, only one thing should come to your mind. What is that?
Sorry, sir. Sir, a mixture of the product and the place, the
Yeah.
price, and the strategies that comes with it.
Okay. Right. All right, fair enough. So based in just to expound on that. So the first thing that should come to your mind is a little term named the 4 P's. That's P with an apostrophe S. The 4 P's. And the 4 P's relates to product, promotion, price, and place. In any order, but let us use product, promotion, price, and place. You see the other three, you can put them in any order, but you always start off with product. So the market mix, all business persons have to make decisions as it relates to those 4 elements. All business persons. All right. The product. So let us start off with product. So the product is any good or service that the individual have to offer to the general public, I guess, for a price, because it's a business. All right. But it is what you have to offer. So we don't have to even say for a price. It is any good or service that the entrepreneur offers to the public or to the customers or consumers, any which way you want to put it. All right. So the first thing that we are establishing here is that your product can be a physical, tangible, see it and touch it and feel it and stuff. Commodity. Or it may be a service which is intangible. You cannot see and touch and feel service. Well, you can feel service, but you can't see it and you can't see and touch it and stuff. It's intangible. It's a service. Now, where services are concerned, you you have service providers that carries out, that offers that service. So you have direct service providers and you have indirect service providers. So listen carefully now, Listen carefully. A direct service provider performs a service to an individual. The big word there is a small word with that name, to. Yeah. To, T-O. A direct service provider performs a service to an individual. Whereas an indirect service provider provides a service for an individual. The big word there is for. F-O-R. F-O-R. Anybody else came in the class since I've been talking? Please identify yourself. Any new person came on since I've been speaking? Does that mean the attendance not going well then if I don't hear anybody saying anything?
Martin Chambers.
Huh?
Even Martin Chambers.
Martin Chambers?
Came on late.
Okay. Martin Chambers. So you belong to group 6 then? Okay. Right.
Group 1.
So you're a group 1 person. All right.
Repeat that.
I place everyone in a particular group. You're a group 1 person. You belong to group 6 overall. All right. So listen now, you know. Direct services perform a service to an individual. And indirect services provide a service for an individual. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully, everyone. Danisha, you have to give me an example of a direct servicer. Martin Chambers, you have to give me an example of an indirect servicer. Lassine, Graham, direct example, direct service example. O'Neill James, indirect. Richard Roberts, direct. Shanika Sutton, indirect. Nikolai Cole, direct. Ophelia, indirect. Shamura, direct. Cheryl, indirect. Kadeen, direct. Is this Drusilla? Drusilla Williams?
Drusilla.
Okay, Drusilla. Yeah, what? Indirect Drusilla?
Alicia Taylor, did you identify yourself to sir that you're online?
Yeah. Calista Pinay.
Winsome Wint, direct. Alicia Taylor. There's a Alicia Taylor in class now?
Yes, yes.
I don't see. What group you belong to, Alicia? Group 6 or group 3?
Sir, she seems to be having noise in her background. She belongs to our group, group 3, sir.
Oh, Taylor, I know. I see.
So, sir, what's the difference between group 6 and group 3?
One have class on Saturday and one have class Tuesday, Thursday.
Okay, all right, fine. Fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right. All right. So, are we ready? Are you ready to begin? Danisha Barnes, give me an example of a direct servicer. Oh, Danisha, mic's so silent.
I'm right here.
No, you're right there. You're silent. Like, wow. Give me an example of a direct service, sir.
Like, sir, for example, like the doctor give patient medical service.
All right. Don't moving it, not going any further than that. Thank you very much. That is correct. I'm gonna put a little ticky beside your thing. All right. So, all right. So, Danisha, you declare. A doctor is a direct service, sir. All right. Dacian. No, Dacian not here. Sorry. Martin.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
No, then they say so quiet. You know, say you know, Mark, I'm ready, Steiner.
Sir, I'm there all along. Me hear you call him and me a listen.
All right, I'm Mark here. You see? Now that you, because listen now, Martin is a indirect servicer. So they say you just have to give me another direct servicer.
It can be a police, like direct the traffic or whatnot.
All right, so people, just remember what I'm saying. They say get that one wrong. A police is not a direct servicer.
Sorry, movie direct. They haven't done. The
The
movie
what?
director, the movie director, the movie director, the person who they behind the scenes with the movie team.
If as a direct servicer, they say. So
am I wrong?
Yes, you are. So your two examples are incorrect. So, but that's all it, because you have to come back and give me a correct one. We don't, you know. All right. So Martin Chambers.
They both, sir.
All right, good. You need to give me an example of an indirect servicer. Indirect servicer performs a service for an individual, provides a service for an individual.
Oh, right. Working in a shop or retail shop.
So what that person name? A shopkeeper?
Yeah.
Shopkeeper.
so they provide a service for you. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. I'll take that one.
All right.
Sir. I've never heard that one before though. Never heard it before, but it's very logical. All right, coming down the line now. Lassine, you need to give me an example of a direct servicer. Graham. A direct servicer performs a service to an individual. Come, Lassine.
Gas delivery to your home by a person.
Oh, all right, Lassine, that is the incorrect answer. That's the incorrect answer, Lassine. And remember,
a pharmacist delivering. A pharmacist filling your prescription.
For a direct servicer?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's another incorrect answer.
All you do, take time to life yourself. All you do.
No. Do it. You try?
Yeah,
all right. Let's go to O'Neill. James, you need to give me a indirect servicer. An example of an indirect servicer. It provides a service for an individual.
The justice system provides justice for the community. Or the judge, parish judge for St. Catherine provide justice for the people of St. Catherine.
No, man. Listen, you don't feel we know them at all. We don't know where you get them sentences from, O'Neill. Hold on. Remember, we're talking about entrepreneurs here. Every everything that we do in this class, everything that we do in this class, we're talking about entrepreneurs, persons operating their own businesses. So the parish judge wouldn't fall in that category. And yeah. You're giving me, is that indirect service you're giving me, O'Neill?
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. No, sir. So I give you one more chance. One more chance, O'Neill.
The taxi operator. The taxi operator.
A taxi operator? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct. A taxi operator provides a service for you, taxi services. All right. Richard Roberts, direct servicer.
That could be a tutor.
Wow, why you say that?
Person who is probably an expert in a particular subject matter, math, English, would provide a service to a student, and which is outside of the normal school time or school system.
All right, but all right, but so would you say that the teacher is a direct service that they perform a service to the individual?
Well, that person is outside of the employ of a institution. I mean,
no, man, no, don't worry about that, man. That is not the point.
Oh,
let me get that.
Okay.
The person operating as a business, but private lessons. Let us say private lessons. Yeah, cool. Okay. Right. Saturday class and kind of something. But would you say a teacher is a direct servicer? They perform a service to an individual? You sure about that?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, given the context of the entrepreneurship that we're talking about. It's not their own business.
No, but that is what I want you to understand, that you are right. That you are right. So even though the teacher don't physically touch you or so, do something, they do something to the individual, because they improve the knowledge of the individual. So there's a category of business persons, there are a category of persons that falls into this unique situation. Pastors, entertainers, teachers, they are considered to be direct services because as I say, the teacher improve and increase your knowledge. So every time you come to one of these Tuesday classes, I'm hoping that when the class ends, you know much more than before you came. So I would have impacted you where knowledge is concerned, and I have done it to you.
Okay, so remove the financial benefit for the sake of the definition then.
No, this financial benefits, no, because remember saying, no, you do it as a business. If you're offering private classes, and so the people have to pay you. So
actually showing the pastor, well, I guess pastors get paid too.
Everybody get paid, man.
One way or the other.
But that was all right.
Yeah.
Pastors, Jesus. Pastors is not really shouldn't really be a business person. You get what I'm saying? But I said they fall in that category because that is why some pastors, when them preach and some people get into spirit and all of them type of something there. And some pastors based on the type of the church and then barely touch the person flat out flat. I don't know. So they do something to the person, whatever they are doing. And the entertainer, the most impactful entertainer in our lifetime so far has been Michael Jackson. I have some friends, back in the days, Why when they were living in Jamaica, you know, them born out Michael Jackson, you know, say him coming like him a girl and wait. You know.
Yeah,
and some of them they got the opportunity to go overseas and live. And I've seen some of my friends them come back, they get they're lucky enough. They may lucky enough to get the opportunity to go to one of his concerts. And you see, some of the same man them used to burn out when they come back and say, Dico, them man they not normal enough. Because you see when him is on stage, and if you look at any of his concerts, you see some big strapped in man that look like bouncer about some Michael Jackson white t-shirt. Every time a female faint, them take them up and gone with them. Take them out of the crowd, because you know they will suffocate and all of that, you know. So them carry them to some medical zone where they can be treated. But here my bedroom never tell me now. My bedroom never tell me say, oh, Dico, man a faint too, you know. But it's just that them not capture that. Man, I feel to you know Michael Jackson concert. So all I'm saying is entertainers are considered, but give you better than that. You see, when Romy and Virgo does one Rising Star, and Romy and Virgo one Rising Star, did you say Rising Stars? Heart, other thing named Heart in the Park. You see, where they promote all of the different programs and stuff, and we have done it even in the Emancipation Park, and some people can come and sign up for programs at the different institutions and stuff. And Romy had contracted Romy and Virgo to come and perform. And when Romy and Virgo came on stage, a little teen bop of them, some of them faint. I saw that for myself. Yeah. So whichever way you put it, entertainers are considered to be direct services because they impact their audience. Can't put it another way about that. All right. Where are we now? Where are we? Who? So Richard, you got that right with the teachers. So it means that Shanika, something, you're an indirect service. You need to identify an indirect servicer.
Sir, the media, like the television or the media, that doing an
you put that to entrepreneur now, son. I may not even get that one day. I don't know.
All right, sir, I'm gonna try about.
Tell me about people, man. We'll come up with people. About them big thing. Yeah. One more chance.
Then, sir, like a person who entertains.
No, but it does like how? All
right,
if I two example that you know you can't make it, try back again. Tell me move past it, what you can. Maybe if I finish everybody, you can come back.
All right.
Well, let me move over to group 3 people. All right, Nikolai, Cole, you are direct servicer.
Direct, sir.
Yeah, man.
A physical therapist. Or a babysitter.
Who?
A babysitter or a physical therapist.
Ah, Jesus. What the physical therapist do? The whole and stretch and massage.
Yes.
Masseuse and them thing,
yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
that is correct. I don't know what the babysitter one still in now.
Take care of baby, sir.
The babysitter is an indirect service, so they do it for the baby, not to the baby.
For the parent.
Yeah, well, that's something. They do it for.
Something like that.
Whether it's the baby or the parents, but they do it for them. So I'll pretend that I never heard that one, Cole, and I will take the physiotherapy person next. I want that one. That's a direct service. All right, Ophelia, you need to give an example of an indirect servicer.
Okay, sir. An indirect servicer is someone like Auntie Dana who gets donations for persons who need help in the form of charity.
Ophelia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, sir, unchopper talk about it.
Excuse me?
You know, sir, unchopper talk about it.
Yes, sir. But Auntie Dana is an entrepreneur.
What? That's how people. I wanted to give me a job area.
Okay, sir. All right. What about an IT technician? That
Well, what you telling me about again? Direct or indirect? Which one?
Indirect.
Indirect. So you say no. Come again now. Let me hear you say.
Okay. What about an IT technician? Who?
All right. So they come and they solve your tech problem for you.
Yes.
Wonderful, Donna.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Perfect. Cool. All right. Matt Bean. No. Why have I asked it beside Matt Bean name? Demora.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
Personal lawyer or family lawyer.
You get
as
yourself
you
not
call
trouble
them.
CV with me? No.
Sir?
I don't. Oh, you are the group rep. You know, easy, you know. Because I
Sir,
said,
that's what I'm telling. That's why the asterisk decided.
yeah, come here. So why never asterisk beside the name? Come here. So you get no trouble because we never know. All right. So you're saying now, what you telling me about now? Matt Bean?
A personal lawyer or a family lawyer.
Direct or indirect? You tell me about.
Direct.
Okay. So the lawyer is an advocate that speaks on behalf of their client.
Of the family, regardless of which member of the family. Once there's any case that they are required, they will represent the entire family.
Right. So it means that you're definitely wrong. Because the lawyer.
Definitely wrong.
Wrong. W-R-O-N-G. Wrong bad.
So
Because
that's not. So personal lawyer isn't a direct.
Because a lawyer does not do anything to the family. The lawyer does everything for the family. For the family. So a lawyer would be an indirect servicer. So I'm putting a wrong thing beside the name, Matt Bean, but I can't. So I put in asterisk again beside the name, but this asterisk mean wrong and not group leader. The first asterisk that is there means group leader. The second asterisk that is there means your lawyer is not a direct service.
So a personal lawyer is not a direct service.
What does they do to you? What does a lawyer do to you? All right, think about it. You get yourself in trouble. You get yourself in trouble. Matt Bean, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have your lawyer on retainer. You know what it is to have a lawyer on retainer?
On call.
Yeah, it means that that every month the lawyer get paid from you. You get that. All right, so it means that like a lot of criminal elements, you know, even Jamaica, you know, them have lawyers, top lawyers on retainer, you know. So there are the times when them are right, they're not in trouble with the law and stuff, but every month the lawyer get paid. So it means that if they should get themselves in trouble, you know. And when the police pick them up and go so bam and them have them lawyer up and speed dial, you know, by the time the police reach at the police station with them, you know, the lawyers already at the police station, you know. But the question is, what does the lawyer do? So you are one of these persons who have a lawyer and retainer. You're a lawyer, that personal lawyer. And you get yourself in trouble or you need some legal advice or whatever. It doesn't have to be in trouble. But what does a lawyer do to you, Matt Bean?
Defend me.
The lawyer don't do anything to you. The lawyer does offers a service for you. The lawyer speaks on your behalf.
So that's something that them do for me.
for you. So the lawyer is not a direct servicer. Indirect services perform services for individuals. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you get
So a
it, you know.
private teacher would be more of a direct service?
Teachers are always direct services because they improve the knowledge of, they improve your knowledge base.
So lawyer not give knowledge to them clients, no? Just a verify.
The lawyer is not a teacher.
Can I educate you, sir?
The lawyer is not a teacher based on their capacity. In their capacity, they only offer services for their clients.
Okay, sir.
So even if one of those services is giving them advice, you know, but they're still offering a service for the client, the legal services. All right, so you're going to keep your little asterisk beside him until,
Sir, so you can't put
until everybody finish, and then the persons with them asterisk can try to save themselves.
Sir, so you can't put teacher beside my name.
No, because me did already explain teacher from a long time.
Sir, but why you explain the easy one? It's still bad. You should have explained one hard one, sir.
No, man, the teacher was a hard one.
No.
The teacher was a hard one.
Sir, I trick green like
because the teacher was a hard one, man, because it is not so easy to see why teachers and entertainers and pastors are direct services. It have to be explained. If you look at the other examples of direct services, when the person said they physiotherapy and so they physically massage you and them do all of these things. And
so I can
and I'm
nail
sure other
then.
Why you want to say that now?
Because
all right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because you're a group rep. I'm gonna take it. So the nail technician is a direct servicer because they deal with your nails.
Okay.
So they perform a service to you. All right. So you get it. Just yeah. All right.
Sorry, remember what you cross out the asterisk now.
No.
Yes, sir.
But I have a tick eventually, so it means that you got it right eventually. All right. Cheryl.
Yes, sir.
You need to give me an example of which one, Cheryl?
Direct.
No, it must be indirect now because Matt B was supposed to give me a direct and she's a lawyer and it was wrong.
Okay.
So you must be an indirect person. Give me an example of an indirect servicer.
A technician.
What type of technician that?
Like a telecom technician.
You mean like somebody who fix a TV and radio answer?
Yeah.
You sure? Is that you want to talk about?
Yeah,
sure?
Yeah, telecom work, like suppose your cable now work or something, then come and just fix it.
All right, that is correct. And if them fix it, and if you carry your TV stop work and then carry it to these technicians and then fix it because they provide a service for you.
Yeah. All right.
Wonderful, Cheryl.
Yes, sir.
Good. Kadeen. Simit.
Sir.
No, wait. Yeah. All right. So you need to give me a direct service.
A barber, sir.
But I won't even go any further. I'll just give you a tick and move on. Thank you, Kadeen. That is so right. All right. Alicia, indirect. Alicia Taylor. Alicia Taylor not in the chat.
Click on my name. Sir?
We hold on, my name do other things.
Alicia Taylor, sir?
Yes.
Indirect service, that's what you said?
Yes, I don't remember because we get upset and I say like you're gonna do other things, you know, Taylor.
Sorry about that, sir.
So yes, you need to give me an indirect example.
Sir, like my work that I do, customer service, like a customer would come to me and they would have said, what you have for lunch today? And I would direct them and I would tell them, well, I have rice and peas and chicken today.
Oh. You're an entrepreneur?
Correct?
Yeah. No, answer this question first. You're an entrepreneur?
If I am an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
You're not wage employed, you don't work for anybody.
Yes, sir, I work for someone.
Then why you say you're an entrepreneur, Taylor? Entrepreneur owns and operates their own business.
Yes, sir, I usually do that before I work for someone.
Okay, so here I sit here now.
Mm-hmm.
You have persons who want to operate their own business in customer service?
No, sir. Yes, I know.
So I want a skill set. I want an example of a skill set where entrepreneurs provide indirect service to customers. Based on the service that they provide. So they do it as a business. Indirect service. You want to come back to you, Taylor?
Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. All right, Williams. Direct. Jusila.
Sir, can you explain please? Because I went somewhere. That's a little.
A direct servicer performs a service to an individual. Perform a service to an individual. Could you give me an example of a direct servicer?
Sir, like a doctor.
Yeah, but that answer is gone already. It was right though. Give me another one.
A police officer.
What a police officer do to you?
Sir, is here to serve and protect and take your country.
A police officer is not a direct servicer. A police officer is an indirect servicer.
Sir, nurse.
A nurse is a direct servicer. Because some of their responsibilities have to deal with dealing with the patient physically. So William, just you're settling for nurse.
What you said, sir?
So you're choosing nurse then?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm not choosing to give you a tick for that. All right. Winsome, I haven't spoken to you in a good look a while. Give me an example of an indirect servicer.
Oh, I thought I was direct. But anyway, a bearer.
You see?
A bearer.
All right. What type of service they do for you?
Like, for example, you have your birth paper and you give the bearer to look about it for you. So they transact the business for you.
And that's
the
right name for them, a bearer?
You have bearers who do food, who drop off documents for you.
Okay. Okay, all right. I get them, man. All right. They are indirect services. Okay. Give me an example of a direct service, Winsome. So you're the last person.
Again, a dentist.
A dentist, no problem. All right, I'm coming back to soon tell you. I'm coming back to Brown. Daisy and Brown.
Yes, sir.
What are you supposed to give me again?
Sir, I don't remember now.
See some.
Sean, you want to ask me?
Let's see. All right, hold on. All right. Did I ask you for direct or indirect?
I don't remember which one, you know.
Jesus.
To be honest, I don't remember which one.
You see, if I just put a D or a I. All right, what were your answers? What were your answers that they gave me?
I gave you police. And what else did you again?
That means that direct.
Police.
That means that means
Yes,
a direct.
no.
That means it's a direct. You need to give me an example of a direct service.
A gynecologist.
That sounds like a doctor still, you know. It's just a specific field for doctor. So doctor gone already, you know.
All right, you can have a personal chef.
And what the personal chef do to you?
So they prepare a meal for me.
But what they do to you? But God, what they do to you?
So them feed me.
They prepare meals for you, bro.
Not.
They prepare meals for you, so they are indirect services. Chef is an indirect service. All right, hold on now. Lasine. Graham. Lasine Graham.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is it? What is it that you're supposed to give me?
Direct, sir.
A direct?
Yes,
all right.
sir.
What you coming up with now?
A hairdresser, sir.
A hairdresser is a direct service. Thank you very much. I know you
Okay,
come
sir.
good. All right. Shanika Sutton.
Yes, sir.
What are you supposed to give me?
Indirect.
Give it to me now.
A plumber.
Oh my gosh. That is such a good answer.
Yes,
a
sir.
plumber repairs your pipe for you.
Yes, sir.
So for those persons who are struggling with indirect, let's look at this now. A carpenter or the furniture person, they do these things for you. The mechanic repairs your vehicle, your motor vehicle for you. All of these people are indirect services. Direct services does the things to you. So when it's come up with the barber and the hairdresser and the nail technician and the dentist and the gynecologist and the whoever and all of these people and the masseuse and all of these people, they provide direct services. A teacher, what I am doing now, I am providing direct services because I'm improving your knowledge personally. Right? So in the market mix, one element of the 4 P's would be product. So I just went on to explain to you fully what product consists of. It can be a physical, tangible product it passed on to you. It can be as big as a motor vehicle and it can be as small as a little tin of corned beef. But it's physical. And the product can also be a service. But when you talk about business people providing service, they fall in either a direct service provider or an indirect service provider. So that's why I stress on it, and I wanted you to understand the concept of that. All right. Let us look at promotion now. Let's just look at promotion. So promotion is any method or strategy that the business will use to make the general buying public aware of whatever they have to offer. All right. So promotion can be advertising or it can be sales promotion. Now, advertising is not as clear cut nowadays as years ago. And let me tell you why I'm saying this. Advertising may be defined as any paid form of promotion by an identified sponsor. So for something to be considered to be come under the category of advertising, one, it has to be paid for, and two, whoever is promoting it, the public is aware. So the sponsor who is paying for it is identified. Sales promotion in most situations is where businesses put up displays and stuff. Like you have any ever attend like an expo? Like when you go to an expo and they set up the tents and the different businesses promoting their goods and services and stuff. There's a time when a lot of expos used to take place in the National Arena. But expos can take place anywhere though, to be honest. On Devon House, on the lawns of Devon House and other places. But sales promotion, that is, so you're actually promoting your goods and services like that. However, with the improvement in technology, a lot of so-called advertisements are now taking place without it being paid for due to social media platforms. So it's like free advertisements, right? So what we need to be aware of is that promotion stress on the fact that it is any strategy or method that the business used to make the general buying public aware of their products or services that they have to offer. So it can be advertised on electronic and print media, radio and television, that's electronic. Print media is the newspapers, magazines, and so forth. It can be as simple as a flyer. It's advertising. When these people promoting them parties and them dance, and the flyers go up, some of them sent to your phone, some of them is actually still post and light post and all of them. Some of them. It is really advertising, because you have to pay the printer or whoever will create the flyer for you. And the sponsor is identified because you keeping the party, there is you. So you have to pay for those. All right, so social media platforms now create a free avenue for promotion of products and services of businesses. But listen to me very carefully. A lot of small businesses still pay for their products and services to be advertised on social media. Anybody can tell me how that go?
Repeat what you just said, sir.
A lot of small businesses still pay, even though we know that most businesses promote on social media platforms for free. But I'm saying that a lot of small businesses still pay for their business to be promoted on social media. Anybody can explain? Have an idea how that goes? How that come about?
There's
Sir,
an
like an influencer, somebody who is popular in the media.
Wonderful. Just like that. So listen now. Let us say you start a business and it name A and B business. The business name A and B. And you promote it on Facebook. Right? You promote it on Facebook, you may promote it on Instagram. But after a month, when you check, you find out that 10 persons view your ad and 5 persons liked it. That's not good for business for you, for A and B business. But let us say that you got in touch with, let us say Dottie Berry. Dottie Berry indicated recently that he was fast approaching 300,000 subscribers who follows him whenever he makes a post also. And you have social media influencers who have much more subscribers than that. But let us just use Dottie Berry. So if you get Dottie Berry now to promote A and B, your A and B business, it means that every time he promotes your business, approximately 300,000 persons will see it. So it is good business sense to pay Dottie Berry a fee for him to promote your business, because the probability of driving traffic now to your website automatically becomes more possible. The probability becomes greater for intense traffic to come and look at your thing. So we are finding that even on the social media platforms, small businesses still at a cost employ influencers to assist in promoting their products. All right. So any questions on promotion? Promotion is any strategy that you're going to use to inform the public about what is it that you have to offer. All right. So therefore, class, we have discussed product and we have now discussed promotion. Let us go to price. Now, whenever...
Sir.
Hello?
Sir Dixon.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the movies, especially those box office movies, use, or persons in certain businesses use those movies to promote their business? For example, for cars or T-shirts, having famous actors wearing them, like Under Armour.
Yeah, but you have to have your money have to tile up. We're talking about small business people now, kind of.
Well, I'm deviating from the small business, but in general, in terms of the...
Of course,
promotion.
of course, but you see, I don't want us, as I say, we don't discuss like companies and so. In this class, we talk about sole traders, like a one-person business, or in this situation, partnerships type businesses.
Got you.
Right. So small to medium sized businesses. All right. Where am I now? Price. As soon as you hear the word price, first thing that should come to you is the final value that is placed on a product or service handing over to the customer.
That, sir?
That's why I remain silent, because I wanted it to sink in. Whenever you hear the word price, the thing that needs to come to you will be the final value placed on a product or service, which will be passed on to the customer. So goods are sold to customers at selling price. Products and services are bought from the business person, from suppliers at cost price. So cost price is always associated with the business person. When you purchase goods from suppliers, the word purchase and the word bought is always associated with the business person. The word sold is always associated with the customer. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. You're in my class now, so you're a business person, you're an entrepreneur. Never say that customers purchase goods from you. No customer purchase goods from you. Whenever you're using the word purchase, it is you purchasing goods from suppliers. But where customers are concerned, you sell goods to customers. So you sell goods to customers and you purchase from suppliers. So you purchase from suppliers at cost price, you put a markup on it, and you sell goods to customers at a selling price. The difference between what it costs you and what you sold it for will be your profit on sales. All right. If you understand what I'm saying, please tell me now.
Yes, sir.
I get that one amen a while ago, but it's a big class. But anyway.
Okay, follow you, sir. So
Yes, sir. I follow, sir.
So
yeah, man, that's what
perspective of the entrepreneur, sir.
Yes, and as a business person. So, because remember, you have to keep your records, you have to keep your little accounting records. So whenever you see the word purchase or bought goods, you bought goods for cash or you bought goods on credit, it is you, the business person, purchasing from suppliers. If you bought goods on cash, for cash or by check, you don't need to write in your book who you buy it from. But if you purchase or bought goods on credit, then you need to have an account for that supplier because they are creditors to you, and creditors are anyone that the business owes, O-W-E-S. Creditors, anyone that the business owes. So if you take their goods and never pay no money up front, or you never give them no check or cash up front, then you have to document it because you owe them, you have to pay them. All right. When you sell goods to customers, if you sell goods for cash or you sell goods and then pay by check, and well, yeah, you don't need to indicate who that is as a cash sales. However, if you sell goods on credit, which that is not encouraged for small businesses to credit sales. But let us say you have a good customer that you credit at times. Then at that point in time, you have to document, you have to create an account for that person because that person owes you and therefore that person is known as a debtor. Because debtors are persons who owes the business. Debtors are persons who owes the business.
So, sir,
Yes.
if you're selling cash, you don't still need to document to have a idea of your cash flow and so on.
That is cash sales, but you don't need. All right. If you come and buy from me, and you come and I'm selling cakes, and you come in and you see the cake in the glass case, and you say, "Oh, what's with that cheesecake?" And I say $1,600, and you give me a $1,600. I don't need to know what your name.
Oh, you're talking in terms of name. Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't need to open an account for you.
Oh, okay.
In my books, you get what I'm saying?
I thought it was you were saying like document the sale or something like that.
No, man, because you're going to document it as cash sales. So that will go in your book. Right. So but if I know you and you come in and you say, Mr. Dixon, can I get 3 of those cakes? But is Monday, I'm gonna pay you by. And I think your word is good because maybe based on history and so. And I take the 3 cakes and give to you. I now have to open an account in my books for you under your name because you're going to be debited for the amount, the value of the 3 cakes because you owe me that. So all I'm saying though is that product, promotion, price is the value that is placed on the product or service, the goods or service that will be offered to the customers or the consumers. Business people will determine, you use different factors, different reasons as to the price that is placed on that they place on the product. Most of the times when they start in a new business, they normally attach an attractive price. In most cases on the lower side to attract customers with the hope that customers will be satisfied with the product. That eventually when they gradually raise the price to the true level that they would want to sell it for, persons will continue to purchase. But yeah, they will continue to buy because they are now loyal to they like it. They appreciate whatever you have to offer, so they'll continue to purchase at a slightly higher price. Price. All right. Any questions where price is concerned? In most cases, when you look at marketing, they normally attach price and promotion, like low price, high promotion, high price, high promotion, high price, low promotion. They normally attach both of them together, promotion and price. The last one now is place. What do you think place means? Anybody?
Venue or location.
Right. Venue or location. So this is, so when it in relation to your business, this is anywhere that you will offer your products or services. So you're talking about distribution channels, your channels of distribution, because you distribute them, your distribution will lead to a location. All right. Now, let me tell you something. Where place is concerned, let us say that we are located in Kingston, but there's a big demand for our products in Hanover. immediately we have a problem. Can anybody tell me what that problem is?
The supply and demand, I'm not sure.
No, that's not the problem. Let me repeat the statement. We are talking about place. So it's product, promotion, price and place. So we are now discussing place. And I'm saying to you that place has to do with distributions because it's the locations that you will offer your products or services. So I'm saying to you, and I'm giving you a scenario. Our business is located in Kingston. However, there is a high demand for our products in Hanover, Western Jamaica. So we have a problem. What is the problem?
Access.
Access. Access.
For the location.
I think it has to do with
location, sir.
The
demand, the business is in Kingston, but the demand is in Mandeville, so
it's in Hanover.
Is in Hanover, so that's you'd have to have maybe a good delivery service to deliver goods to those customers.
All right. So you're thinking this thing through. You're not 100% on point, but it is slightly pointed good in a good way. So therefore, if we are located in Kingston and we have a big market in Hanover, immediately we have a problem of distance. That is a problem.
Yeah, distance. So
distance.
For that, to solve that problem,
so what is it that
will open a location there?
No. What will overcome the problem of distance? What is it that alleviates the problem of distance?
Effective delivery. Online.
Transportation. That is the solution to solving the problem of distance. So when I use Hanover, could be anywhere, any other location. It could even be a same location. It could be another location in Kingston, but it is not close to us. So all I'm saying is that businesses have to find ways to overcome challenges in order to have their operations done effectively and efficiently. Now, due to globalization, what anybody know what is meant by globalization?
All over, worldwide.
Oh, worldwide. All right, no problem. All right. So it means that due to advanced technology, we are no longer confined by the boundaries of our country. And I'm speaking for everybody country, not just Jamaica. So therefore, we can be located in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, but we have markets all over the world. We have demand coming in from all over the world. All right. So that concept is known as globalization. So two things is necessary for globalization. One is access to the technology, And 2 is what?
Transportation.
No, man, but transportation is important still, but this, no. Yeah, well, let me say 3 then. 3 things are important for globalization, for global marketing to take place. So one is access to the technology. So access to the technology means that you can promote internationally and you can take orders, don't it? Internationally. All right. You need transportation. 95% of transportation for small businesses are done by who? 95% of transportation services access.
Whereas,
Right. It will be an argument again, you know. Are done by who? Remember, we're talking about globalization now. Couriers. Thank you. Could I get some examples of couriers?
X-Trader. Ship me and them stuff, them, sir.
What's the first one you just said?
When him X-Trader. FX Trader.
FX Trader is not, no man, FX Trader is not a courier.
That deal with remittance. FedEx.
FedEx.
DHL is one.
Yeah.
Courier services, sir.
Mail pack is one.
Mail pack is one. Yeah, those. Yeah, you get the gifs. You get the gif. I get the gif. Right. So couriers. This is big one, man. This is big one. I don't hear the name come up yet, you know.
That's for.
Is it mail?
No. And they own their
What
own
is it, DHL?
planes. And yeah, DHL was said. DHL is a big one to still know, but it's not that one. And they have their own
drop shipping.
Which one?
Have they own what?
They have their own warehousing. Warehouse storage.
What a drop.
It's a big popular one, you know, but I don't remember the name.
Amazon?
Is it drop shipping?
No, Amazon.
No, it's not Amazon, man. But anyway, if it comes back, I'll say it, but it's not. No. But it's not a necessity. But if it comes back, but all of these that you have been saying, they are couriers, and they are the ones that assist more small businesses to operate efficiently on a global scale. If it's bigger than that, then it means that it's by ship. It's by ship. Because if the cargo is too big, then the delay is gonna be a little bit more. But most of these businesses, they use airmail. And I know that some of them have their own planes, but I know DHL is a big one still, but there's another one, man. Yeah, it's one of the original ones, one of the foundation ones, them. What? Anytime I remember.
Caribbean Airline?
No, not a plane, not a plane company.
No,
it's a
Caribbean
courier.
Airline has a warehouse for shipping.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, most airlines will have that, but no. All right.
Sir,
Tara is a big one too, you know.
Is it a local one or international one?
International one.
Emergent.
UPS.
UPS, that is the one. Thank you. UPS. That's one of the largest courier service. And I saw a documentary on them once. That's why I'm saying the things I'm saying about. But I couldn't remember the name. UPS. They have their own planes. They have their own warehouses and everything. And they millions of products are passed through their operations on a daily basis. Yeah. All right. So that has to do with place. So what I'm saying to you is that as a business person operating a business, it can be local or it can be international. There's something else that must take place also for international trade to take place with your business and countries. One is having access to the technological advancement. Two is having access to transportation services, which the bulk is going to be courier services. And if you are good, if anyone in this class now is really good, you can tell me what is the third thing that is necessary for globalization to take place. And I can
currency.
like wait. I'm going out on a limb here. I may flop, you know. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say the first 5 persons who attempt this will not get this right. It is for you to prove me wrong, and I'll apologize. What is the third thing that must be in place for this international trade to take place? It's not a hard question, though. It's not a hard question. 1 is access to technology. 2 is access to transportation. 3 is what?
Money.
Access to information.
All right, hold on. Somebody say money. That wrong. Somebody say what? Information.
Currency.
That wrong.
Currency.
That is 2. Someone say currency. Currency and money is the same thing, but that is 3. That wrong.
The market.
Market.
Sorry.
Someone say market.
Sorry, repeat the
Market
question.
is wrong.
Repeat the question.
Certification.
Hold on. Wait. It's 4. It's 4 wrong answer.
Just repeat the question before you get the 5th answer.
Alright.
There I say place.
No, man, wait. I'm going to repeat this statement. For globalization to take place, which is international trade and all of that, and conducting business worldwide, 3 things have to be in place. 1, access to the technology. 2, accessing transportation services. And 3, as a matter of fact, I feel a little bit more confident now. So I'm going to move it from 5 to 8.
Registration.
Wait. I feel a little bit more confident now. But let's say where these things are concerned, it should never be overconfident. So I'm not overconfident that everybody will get it wrong. But yeah, so 4 persons get it wrong already. The floor is now open for persons to tell me what the third thing that must be.
Repeat the 4 things that was said incorrectly.
Johnny.
Sir, could it be that for globalization to take place in business, you would have to know your target market.
Know your audience.
All right, I hear you. All right, that's the 5th one that is wrong.
Wrong, sir?
Remember.
Oh my God. Sir?
Human resource.
What?
Human resource.
Human resource, that's the 6th one that is wrong.
Sir, and is that certification of the business or product is incorrect?
Oh my God. I'm not hearing that clearly.
Is it partnership?
Partnership? Business partnership? What do you mean by that?
Sir, what about understanding the culture of the countries that you're doing business in, that you would want to offer your business to globally?
No, that is not the correct answer.
Oh, well, I stopped trying.
Right, hold on. We're at 7, so is just one more wrong answer need to come in before I explain what is the third one. You sure I can't get this right? Let me just say it one more time. Jesus,
So you're difficult and technical, you know.
You just answer so quick and get it wrong. Hear me if you're allowed me to repeat.
So you're so
repeat the
technical
statement.
and hard.
Oh God. Now we just speak the facts. All right. Now
I think it's
so
the price.
you are mark now we test pay for them.
You know, I pretend I never hear that. But listen though. For globalization to be effective, right, which is international trade among countries, the three things that must be in place. And the last one that I'm going to say to you, in truth and in fact, it is the first thing that must be in place. But what we have said, I identified so far is we must have access to the technology, and we must have access to the utilization of transport. But the last thing that must be in place is there must be an agreement among countries at the government level.
Figure out that.
Yeah, because we are
so why couldn't be part?
Trade policies, trade policies.
There must be a trading agreement among countries.
So why couldn't find a partnership?
Because partnership, you're talking about partnership at the local level.
Sir, trade policies among the countries wouldn't fall under that.
That is what I'm saying to you.
Sir, that's what I said before, but you
never speak loud enough. So listen now.
I thought when you said the last one is wrong was if you were talking.
Yep. You see, your mic's go bad. Listen now. Most Jamaicans, when they shop online, they shop from Amazon, or what's the other one that we shop on? We shop on Amazon, and there's another one that we shop on.
Don't know if person still shop on eBay. I haven't heard anything.
That's the one I want to tell you about. eBay. Those are there are some products that is only on eBay you can get them, but they are not. It's not. The other day I bought something for a television, a motherboard, and Amazon never carried it. Only eBay carried it. But most things, person shop on Amazon. So these platforms are in the US. Now, if there was no relation between Jamaica and the United States, then it means that we would not have access to these platforms. So what I'm saying is, if for argument's sake, we had a market in Russia, but now with the Russia-Ukraine war, the rest of the world, apart from like China and Belarus, I don't even know if North Korea, I don't even know supporting them, but I know the Chinese still interact with Russia, and Belarus still interact with Russia. And so, but basically for the rest of the world, Russia is cut off where globalization, international trade is concerned. So it means that your individual country would not have an agreement, a trading agreement with Russia at this point in time. So it would not be possible for you operating your business to access markets in Russia. So the most important thing for globalization to take place is a standard trading agreement between the countries. That's the first one. The other two are complementary. They access to the technology and utilizing transportation, and those are secondary. to the main one. Because without having that government to government agreement, then nothing is possible after that. But yeah. All right. Any questions where the market mix is concerned? I would like someone from group 6 to summarize the market mix, and someone from group 3 to summarize the market mix. And let me hear how you approach it. Come on, somebody just tell me about the elements and all them go. Let's explain them in your own words.
Repeat the question, sir.
Let's share with us your knowledge of the market mix, what it entails.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Yes. So in a summary, what the
Yes.
market mix is saying to me is just basically it's just giving you an idea of how to deal with your product, how to promote the business, and how you price it, sir. Price the product, sir.
But that's just relating to 3 P's. You need to relate to 4 P's.
Sir, can it be different types of marketing for your product?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And also where the location of the business, sir.
Yes. So therefore, I like what you said, but always remember the market mix relates to the 4 P's, and you just state these are
products, promotion, price, and place.
And place. Yes. If a question asks you to elaborate, then you'll elaborate. But if you just identify those, then you're good to go.
Okay, sir.
Which group you belong to?
Group 3, sir.
Group 3? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And about from group 6 have something to share with it before we look at the business environment. You see why I couldn't do these two concepts last week, because they're lengthy. Is lengthy. It is important, that's a tip. It is important that all of you can list the concepts associated with entrepreneurship. It is important that you can list them. SWOT it. I don't know what method you use, what you will use, but you must be able to can list them. Risk, entrepreneur, competition, macro screening, micro screening, market mix, wage employment, business environment. So let us look at the business environment now. What is an environment?
A surrounding.
Yes, in its own little way, yes. Anybody else have another term for it? What's an environment?
Or the sphere within which you operate.
Yeah, that sounds so good. I like that. I like that. We're going to come back to this one, but that's not what we're looking at today. Business environment. We're looking at this screen. Components of the business environment. So the business environment, there's a little. All right, look at this statement. The business environment relates to the context in which the business operates and competes. The context in which the business operates and competes. So what you're saying is you're talking about, we say environment is a sphere in which some persons have living environment. Your community that you live in is an environment. Your workplace is an environment. What else is an environment for you?
Business.
So your home is an environment. The community is an environment. The workplace is an environment for you. Huh? The church, if you attend
Church
church.
is an environment also, sir.
And school.
Yes. And school if you attend physical school. All right. So the business environment, this is where wherever the business operates and compete. Because remember, you know, if you're a business and you're not competing, what type of business do you have?
A monopoly.
You have a monopoly? Because it's you alone producing that product or providing that service. So normally businesses don't have monopolies. They have similar businesses. So you're competing. So the business environment is seen as the context in which the business operates and competes. Now listen now. I'm going to talk about the context. In the context, you have 5 components that makes up the business environment. You have 5 components that makes up the business environment. And the first one, well, I wonder why this
small.
Yeah, no, why this one so big, physical?
Yeah, because it, you know, I tried that, man.
It wrong, man. But this is so big. All right. Let me see if I can get. Everybody know. Look here. Remember, you know. Remember, all of you have this PowerPoint. You know? So see, you know, the components of the business environment. That's a heading because when I go further, when I push up the slide and try to get it bigger, you're not going to see the heading anymore. Components of the business environment.
Oh, I see them. I have them.
Yeah, man. You have them, man. All right. So the first component, there are 5 components. So let me tell you now, you need to can define what is meant by the business environment. You need to can identify what the components of the business environment. And you need to can explain what is meant by an environmental scan. So those are the 3 things where the business environment is concerned. You need to kind of explain what it is. It is a context in which the business operates and competes. Very simple. Then there are 5 components to the that makes up the business environment. And you need to know as a business person what is meant by an environmental scan. So let us start. So the first component to the business environment is the physical and natural resources that your business will have access to. So for argument's sake, if you have a business place, the physical building itself makes up the physical. If you have access to natural resources,
Play the music.
natural resources, maybe land space, real land with grass. It may be a few plants,
or so. You're not to use the.
That person need to mute their mic, you know. I don't know who that is, but all right. But look at this. Look at this. Some businesses are fortunate enough to have a little land space that they can landscape it and it looks good. And the physical building, how depending on how nicely it looks or how poorly it looks, because this is important to help you compete, you know, because when persons look at your physical space, they form an opinion of you, of your business, sorry. If your place look nice and decent and well put together, they form that positive opinion, perception of your business. If your place look run down and dirty and tacky, then they'll form a perception of your business, that the business is not running good and poor and everything there is bad. So if you're operating and competing, the physical space that you operate must look good. But please be reminded that it's not all businesses operate in a physical space. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that, ladies and gentlemen? It is not all
sometimes you have online business.
Thank you. We don't need to say anymore.
Yes, sir. That's somebody I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Because we have, due to technological advancement, a lot of businesses are created using the internet, online business. So they operate from a virtual space, not a physical space. But we are talking about traditionally, the physical and natural resources is one of the components, one of the 5 components that makes up the business environment. Now, some persons have, let us say, you have little land space, but you have your building. Some persons have plants and these things in their building. Sometimes they rent them and sometimes they own them. They go to the flower shop and they buy these things. Some persons, they go the extra mile and them set up a little fountain thing in their business place. But what they are trying to appeal to is a psychological state of potential customers' mind. Because it comes at a cost, but a lot of times they end up benefiting from businesses, from persons doing business with them, just because of how the physical and natural resources are utilized. All right. When we look at the second one, which is the political environment, what comes to mind when we talk about the political environment?
Politics.
Politics?
House of Parliament.
House of Parliament.
Rules and regulations.
That's the best one. But it's going to be government rules and regulations, not just rules and regulations. So therefore, political environment have to deal with government policies and the same rules and regulations implemented in law, in which the business will have to survive and abide by and work with. Some of them may be beneficial to the business and some of them may be harmful to the business. You may have high tax levels that can damage a business. You may have access to grants and so that's another government policy thing that may be beneficial. You may have like in Jamaica, persons who have interest in promoting their product, their businesses abroad. JAMPRO is a government agency that helps in promoting Jamaican businesses overseas. Anybody know what's the meaning of JAMPRO?
Jamaica produce.
Huh?
Is it Jamaica producers?
No, man, not producers. Jamaica promotions.
Promotions.
Promotions, man. All right. So the political environment this has to deal with government regulations and policies and stuff. All right. We know that presently a lot of citizens are concerned with the new motor vehicle, some of the new motor vehicle policies that was recently passed and became effective as of February 1st. I think one of the laws that is affecting persons the most is that public vehicles taxes and some must have the child seat.
Car seat.
Yeah.
The car seat.
Well, car seat, the child car seat. But what I'm saying though, if I drive in from location X to location Y, and I see a mother with a child, and that child is below 6-year-old, or I think them say below 12. Anyway.
Them say 0 to 12.
0 to 12. And I give that person a drive. And I run in a roadblock. They're gonna charge me because I never have a car seat in my car. I hear a person on the news say that happened to a private citizen this today in Portland. Give a lady a drive with an infant. And it is 5,000 per person. A taxi man have 3 primary school children in his car and the spot check, and he was charged $15,000, 5,000 per child. So he should have 5 car seats in them car. I think that particular policy needs to be reviewed. That one.
It needs to be reviewed though.
Yeah, then maybe
what about the bus drivers now that bringing the primary and basic school kids to school?
Yes, they are entrepreneurs and they pick up and drop off those people, don't it? So I don't know, but that needs to be investigated. That needs to be.
For me, it's not money making.
Yeah, but I think
because at the end of the day, a man can only afford say a regular car, not a 5-seat, and him have 4 children. All that work now.
That's what I'm saying. So I think in a situation like this, the citizens need to talk out about it because it's a logical complaint, and also the opposition must make their voice be heard where this is concerned, because it appears to be illogical. But let's move on though.
Social media for it.
So for the economical environment. All right, listen to this now. The economy has to deal with how strong or how weak the economy is. And you know, said the economy is based on government policies, but also other international factors that can affect a country's economy. But anyway, when we talk about the economic environment, we want to look at how many persons are gainfully employed, whether it is wage employment or entrepreneurial employment. How many persons are gainfully employed? Just by looking at that, just by looking at that one aspect, you operate in a business. If you have more persons being employed, it means that more money will be in circulation because they are gaining an income and they will have more money to spend. So when the economy is strong, more jobs become available, more citizens become employed, more money will be in circulation, and therefore demand for goods and services will increase. So that is good for business, for the business operating in the environment. The opposite is true also. If the economy, if the economic activities starts to reduce and persons are being laid off, less money in circulation, when persons have less money to spend, they tend to purchase items of necessities. So if your line of business is a product or a service that people only purchase it because they desire it, but it is not a necessity, then it will affect your performance in the business environment. So let us say that, all right. Let us say that you operate a pastry shop. People purchase pastries because of desires. Maybe the items that you provide, they are not items of necessities. But tell me what type of food store would provide items of necessities? Like a corner shop with the basic flour and rice and cornmeal and chicken back and chicken and stuff. Don't you think so?
Yes, sir.
Because people have to buy those. But if you operate in a pastry shop, you'd find out they don't talk about it, but it is extra money that people use to purchase these things. It is because it's for recreation. Like if you go to the movie theater, you will not use it when you're budgeting. When you're budgeting for things that you need, you wouldn't have going to Palace 5 as part of that if it's a limited amount of money you have. But if maybe now if you have extra money now, after you cover all your basic needs and stuff, you have some extra cash, then you may decide Friday evening to go, your partner or your friend, go and watch a movie, Avatar, Way of the Water, for argument's sake. All right, so the economic environment, how strong or how poor or weak the economy is, will affect your business operation. If the economy is strong and more jobs become available and all of that, and more opportunities are available, then the businesses will do better. And if the economy is weak at this point in time and a lot of persons are becoming unemployed and all of that, then it will affect your business operations in terms of cash flow. So those are three so far: the physical and natural resource, the political environment. Please be reminded that this specifically relates to government policies. It's not PNP, GLP thing. The economic environment has to do with the state of the economy, how strong or how weak the economy is. Let us look at the social and cultural environment. This is a very important one, ladies and gentlemen. Social, how the people operate, the way of life. Culture is the way of life of a people. So it is important that the business operator understands the people that business targets, how they think, what are their likes and dislikes, what are their religious beliefs. What you have to do your research. You have to understand your market in order to provide the best goods and services that they will appreciate. So I said this to a group the other day. If you have a, let us say you have a business in Trenchtown, Rema, down where Boys Town is there, and 90% of, and you have a cook shop operating down there, and let us say that 90% of the citizens, the residents down in Rema, they are of the Rastafarian faith. 90%. You know? Now, if you have a cook shop and when you put up your menu, you have pork on your menu, it means that there's a high possibility that these people will not purchase from your cook shop because you know how these people stay. You, even if you offer natural things that's the same answer, they're gonna tell you say it's a pork eye they use, season up the calalo, and at the same spoon you use. So so therefore, because you did not do your research where social and cultural factors are concerned, you would have made a blunder. And this can be true to just other areas of culture and so within the society. You understand? You have to understand what the people, what appeals to the citizens and of that location that you're operating that will allow them to patronize you. Any questions that is concerned? No? All right, let's move on. Technological changes. All that this is saying is that as a business person, you must move with the times. As a parent, you must move with the times. If you are not moving with the times, you will not understand what your children are being exposed to. You must try to understand the language spoken amongst your sons and daughters at their age group. You must understand what is it that they are looking, using their smartphones and their tablets, what they are going on to. So if your son and your daughter have an Instagram page, you need to have an Instagram account where you can go and go see where them are, with them looking at. For argument's sake. Now, where businesses are concerned, it's the same thing. You cannot have technological changes and advancements taking place on a daily basis, and you are not trying to keep pace with what is happening. So for argument's sake, if you have competitors offering similar products and services, and they are advertising, they are promoting using the social media platforms, but you still only using flyers and posters, then after a while you're going to find out that the traffic flow to their business place will be much greater than yours, because someone will have to stop and look at the light post to see and want to read what you are promoting, as opposed to people getting things on their phone. And the weirdest thing about social media, it is unfortunate, but most young persons, they get all their information now from their phones. And incidentally, a lot of them believe that everything that they read is so it go. So a lot of persons are capitalizing on misinformation and false information and propaganda. and confusing these young people. But at the same time, if you are not using these platforms to reach them, if they are potential customers, then you're going to lose them because they're not buying newspaper and they're not watching TVJ and CVM on TV. They're watching Netflix and other things and Fire TV and stuff. And YouTube. YouTube is now becoming the TV of choice. That's the reason that a lot of businesses are promoting on YouTube. Let's look at any video on YouTube and see how many ads coming on. And see how many ads are being highlighted in the YouTube space. YouTube is now becoming the new TV. But here's the problem. Vloggers appeal to potential viewers based on and try to put across their ideologies and how they think. All right. You know what I realize? Because I watch YouTube a lot. When I watch TVJ News or CVM News, they do not really broadcast all the violence and so that really takes place in Jamaica on a daily basis, you know. A lot of violence takes place in Jamaica on a daily basis, you know. But if you watch mainstream TV,
that's so true, sir.
You would not get it. The news primetime 7 and stuff, they just maybe talk about 1 or 2 of them. But when you watch the vloggers them, then you'll realize, oh my God, there's so much things taking place because they highlight that for the views. So can you understand? When the foreigners them or even Jamaicans who go abroad, if it's YouTube them looking at, forget all the news from Jamaica, they won't come back, you know. Many of them won't come back because they're going to say, oh my God, what is this? Yeah. I tell people all the while though, so even the standard television stations and stuff, one of the reasons that so many foreign countries that give advisory about Jamaica and thing, it is not that more crime is taking place in Jamaica than in Canada or in North America and so on. It is just that like let us say if you watch NBC News or so, unless you have a shooter going into a school and start kill off the people them are going to the mall and start shut up the people them and stuff, then that is going to take headlining on those stations. But ordinary, you know, like you have acts of crime and so, if they have 10 things to talk about, is way down at 7 and 8. Those things are, you know, they use other things coming before, the politics come before, and the weather come before, and all of these things. But in Jamaica, our television stations and radio stations, we highlight the violence first, because maybe those stations said that is what sells, that is what draw people attention to it. But it is, from a national point of view, it hurts us. So yeah. So for technological changes, because people have everything is at their fingertips and they get information in real time. So business persons have to keep abreast with the technological changes as they happen so they can take advantage of it. If you are stuck in the old mode, then you will become obsolete. because time, that's one thing that is inevitable about time. It keeps on moving, and changes are inevitable. And if we are not flexibly enough to deal with changes, then it will, I don't know, we won't make any sense anymore. Right? Let us look at environmental scan. Now, what is happening, is that a business, owing to the fact that they are aware of the components that makes up the business and environment. And we have 5 components that makes up the business environment. What happens is that sometimes a business will realize that there are some components that will impact their business more than some out of the 5. So you have sometimes where the management may make a decision to get a professional company, it's a marketing company, to actually do a research on the components that they think mostly will affect them. This is known as when the company does this for them, this is known as carries out this research on their behalf for them. This is known as an environmental scan. Look at the definition for the environmental scan. This is the process of testing or evaluating the impact of the chosen environment on the business succeeding or failing. This is the process of testing or evaluating the impact of the chosen environment on the business succeeding or failing. Good. So let us say, let me give you an example now. Let us say we have a business and we would like to know how will social and environmental, or will that component and the technological changes impact our business. So we ask an individual who's a professional on these types of research, or it can be a company, to carry out an environmental scan on those 2 components, because we think that those 2 components are the ones that may have the greatest impact on our business. So when they do the research and they provide us with the document, we now have scientific data, empirical data that we can use to make decisions for our business going forward, to ensure that we make better decisions and not just gut feeling decisions. Sometimes a lot of business people make decisions based on gut feelings. Some of them are very experienced, and sometimes the decisions that they make are good ones, but sometimes the gut feelings is not always the best decisions. It's always best when we do our due diligence, we conduct our research, and therefore the decisions that we make will be informed decisions as it relates to our business. Right? So as I said to you, you need to be able to can define what is meant by the business environment, and this is a very basic definition, but it is good, it's accepted. The context in which the business operates and competes. We need to know what are the components of the business environment, the 5 components: physical and natural resources, the political environment, the economical environment, the social and cultural environment, and technological changes. And we need to know the definition for the environmental scan. The environmental scan is a process of testing and or evaluating the impact. That is a key word there, You're testing or you're evaluating the impact of the chosen environment, the ones that you use, that you ask them to do the research on, those are the chosen environment coming out of the 5 here. What impact it will have on the business succeeding or failing. Straightforward. Environmental scan. Any questions?
So Dixon, you're saying you confirm that you said that both for the social and the cultural, that will be regarding your clientele or the
No. I'm just giving an example. I was giving an example, but the reason you could, if you have your money, you know, you could ask them to do environmental scan on all 5, you know.
No, but not to ask, not to ask the expert to do those, you know. I'm just confirming. I think earlier in the discussion, I think I probably missed a part of it, that in consideration of the business, that when we're looking at the social or cultural environment, you're referring to the people that you're trying to reach with the product or service.
Yeah, man, because as I said, culture is a way of life of the people.
Okay.
You understand? And social is people. So yeah. So you have to understand the people that you want to interact with as potential customers. If you don't understand them, then you really can't please them. You can't cater effectively to them.
Understand.
Yeah. All right. Any other statements or questions? So what I have effectively done tonight is I have covered the concepts associated with entrepreneurship. You must know all 8. You must know all 8 and can explain them.
Sir, are we gonna get the transcript for this tonight's class?
Did I say anything so important that I can't remember?
Sir, that doesn't answer the question.
I don't know. As I said to you, I don't control this. Miss Cole is the one that will have to download the recording. She's a supervisor at Boys Town. I don't have control over that. But she did say for the last class last week, Tuesday, she will be downloading it and sending it to your emails tomorrow. So if she does that, then it means that more likely this one would be done likewise.
Sir.
Yes.
I am not asking a question, but I'm sharing something.
Yes.
So during the discussion, as we were looking at the external aspect of the business, right? So when it reached down to the environmental scan, and this is the process of testing or evaluating the impact of the chosen environment on the business, succeeding or failing. This is truly critical and important because from experience, I can tell you that if you don't scan your environment or your location for real, it can really impact your business either negative or positively, because December gone makes it 2 years ago, I opened a grocery shop in an community environment. And honestly, I didn't scan out the environment. I've been going to church on that stretch of road for years, but I've never done business there. And the person that was renting me this establishment, you know, she encouraged me that I could open a grocery shop where I could sell meat, and because there's nowhere else close by that sells meat. You know, honestly, maybe trusting the person was because I know them for so long was more. Honestly, at the time, first I going into business, I didn't scan out the environment. I didn't do any form of investigation, even though I've been traversing there back and forth to church for years. You know, it was after opening the business I come to realize how many other shops were on that stretch.
The competition.
Yes, and then not only that, the environment for business wasn't good, because immediately across the road from me there was another shop, and I don't think the owner was pleased with me coming there to open another shop. And whether you believe it or not, I'm not in church now or becoming spiritual, but it's the reality. I start coming under some spiritual attacks over the shop from experience. And then, sir, I had to lock the shop because I was losing instead of gaining. Every time I put capital in the shop in the form of goods. Sir, I don't know where rat comes from, but rat just bite up everything. I mean, if I buy a box of coconut milk, then bite 8 left 2. Even salt, they go on the shelf and they bite up. Sir, it wasn't pretty. I had to just give up and close it down, so I end up losing a lot of investment because I invested thousands of dollars to open
All I'm
that shop.
saying, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that, yes, before we, remember, it's a risk that you're taking, and we have to take calculated risk. So if we do our due diligence and we ask pertinent questions and we observe, and it means that we will find ourselves in a position where we will make better choices, right? But sometimes the person who, like for argument's sake, the person who was renting in the shop, all they want to do is get the shop rented, You understand? That's just money for them. But so the business person have a responsibility to do their own research.
Yes, and honestly, that's what I didn't do. I just went because I knew the person a long time. I just went off for what she was saying. And sir, even when I told her I was giving up the shop, she malice me, because I said I giving it up. So I guess I was to stay there and lose, and she profited.
Question though, is there anyone else who came in while I was in discussion who maybe I would have marked the register for them? I'm not sure. Not sure. Let me look.
Sir, I came in late.
What's your name?
Zoya.
Oh, Zoya. Oh, you reach. All right.
Philip
McLean, sir.
I'll come in.
Sir, Lisa.
Hold on there. All right. I'm at Zoya. Who else?
Lisa.
Salmon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, it's the first class today, Lisa.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me officially say to you all that we start at 6:30 on a Tuesday. So I'm asking persons, please try and make the effort to
On
be
a
on time.
Thursday, sir. You said Tuesday.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
And Philip McLean is saying that he's in class, sir.
Philip McLean?
Yeah, I don't think you heard him.
No, I wouldn't. No, let me look at this. McLean look like he's in group 3.
Yes, he is.
All right. Philip
Sir, I'm not sure what group I was placed in also. It's not possible for us to stay in the same groups that we were in initially. We have to go into different groups to discuss.
I don't understand you. What you mean?
So initially I was a part of a group before starting this class. I believe that we're all in this group right now. And
yeah, but listen, okay. How many groups are in your class?
I don't know.
No, when you're talking to me, I have to come in facts. How many groups was in your class?
Sir, I'm not sure. Maybe about 4 or 5 groups, but I'm not. I don't know, sir. I can't speak for anyone else, but I know that everyone in my group is a part of this class. No,
So Zaya, why it couldn't work. For my class, I need 2 groups. Only 2 groups. So therefore, the 4 and 5 group won't work for my class. So I'm saying that for group 1 persons are Zaya Adams, Daisy Ann Brown, Martin Chambers, Lassine Graham, O'Neill James, Kean Johnson, Michael Roberts, Shanika Sutton, and Odin Williams. For group two, we have Danisha Barnes, Michael Coburn, what is now? Sayan Denton, Sharifa Hepburn, Ishmael McNaughton, Richard Roberts, Lisa Salmon, Tiffany Spence. Those are the persons in group two. So what I'm asking persons to do is form a WhatsApp group for your group, for your on-job new group. When we meet on Thursday of next week, persons should give their group a name. You must know the persons in your group. I was asking if there are persons in admin here that you could add me to the main group. If you add me to the main group, then I'll be able to can officially send the names them in that group, so persons don't have to wonder again. But you should come up with a name for your group. We will be doing the exercise of macro and micro screening, and then we will be putting a name to our group, and then we will, what I will do between now and next class, I will email you a sample template for a business plan. A business plan template. I'm going to email all the persons a business plan template, because that is a template that we will be populating with the information as it relates to our business idea. The template gives you ideas as to what is the information that should go into each section of it, that we need to put in our information as it relates to our business. I can tell you from now, your businesses must be related to your skill area. So you have food preparation groups, so it must be things dealing with food and drink. Yeah, must be. So even though when you're doing the macro screening, where you can come up with any business idea, when you apply your micro screening with your top 5, a food business idea must be in it. When you scale it down to top 3, that food idea must be in it, and it must be your top 1, because that is what you'll be executing, something along your skill area. Okay, that's basically the information that I have to part with you today. In closing, anybody have anything that they want to say? Based on the areas that we have covered from last week to this week, have you come across anything that you would consider challenging?
Sir, I have a whole lot of questions. Would it be possible for you to post your number in the chat so I can message you on WhatsApp? Because I was late for both classes and there's a lot that I didn't get.
No, but I can't do additional classes, Zion, unless it's on a Thursday. So if you're going to message me and all of that WhatsApp, I wouldn't be able to be interacting with you at that level. The only thing I can do is ask my school again to download this class and send it to an email also. But we have a responsibility to try, and of course we know there are challenges. We know that there are challenges at times that will allow persons not to get on time, but we have to be making effort to try and be on time so we don't really miss anything. But the first-hand interaction is always best when we are having the class as is. Yeah. Please be reminded that we have a limited time to cover the material. The material is not short. The material is not short. That's the reason I give tips all the time. I'm saying to you that the PowerPoint presentations that I send, it captures all the areas for the course. However, there are some areas that you'll see me giving tips on, stressing on, saying need to know this. So since we started the training, I said you need to know the concepts associated with entrepreneurship. And we'll explain those. There are times when I will explain certain slides, but there are additional information on other slides pertaining to the topic that I had discussed with you. It is your responsibility to do the additional reading to ensure that you get the full grasp of it. But being at class is priceless. You can't put a value to being at class and interacting one-on-one with your instructor at this level. We have now is what we started in February, March, April. By April, this course will be concluded. So it will be at sometime down in April that you'll be doing your practical business execution and promoting a new product and doing your internal assessment with me. That will be it's usually an online test comprised of some multiple choice questions, some short answer questions, and a case study. A case study is a story talking about an environment in which an entrepreneur is faced with challenges that he or she needs to find solutions to. You are the entrepreneur. You have to find solutions to them. It's a case study. The business plan is a group work, so persons are in groups now. And you have to work on your business plan. So that is one theory grade that I'll get from you. When you do my internal tests that I just spoke about, multiple choice and short answer thing, case study thing, that's another grade that I get for you. So those are my 2 theory grades. When you carry out the small business, when you actually operate the business for one day that you have decided and that you'll be doing the business plan on, when you actually do it, and there's a new product that you have to promote on that day, same way, I will get 2 practical grades for you. So that will conclude what evidences I need. Yeah. So it's just a short time. And then hopefully you finish with OnTrap. After you do my thing and I send in my request, then you'll be given the external NCT vet assessment to do for OnTrap, which is usually maybe some multiple choice questions and stuff. Right. So the more difficult challenge is passing my own, because my own comes with several areas. When you come to my class, please take it very seriously, because the things that we talk about is really for life coping skills. It's real. It's a reality thing. And there are certain things that we will establish here that if you apply them to your daily life, it improves your chances of being a successful person. Not just as a business person, but a person in general. And stuff. So, yeah. That's basically it, though. I'm gonna wish you a good night. And so I was asking for the main group for group 6 and the main group for group 3. Are there persons who have admin privileges in those WhatsApp groups?
Yes, sir.
Studying for group 3, sir.
Sir.
All right. So therefore, I gave my number last week. You know, you say you want it back now because I wanted to add me to the main group 3, and the main group 6.
But sir, you're already in our group for group 3 already.
What it name?
Entrepreneurs, and you said boom when you entered.
Oh, so it's entrepreneurs. That's group 3. So, all right. So I know that. And what's the name for group 6? I say entrepreneur for sure. What's the name for group 6 name? Entrepreneurs.
Commercial. Oh, another.
Sir, what group 6 you're talking about here? Just the class split in 2 groups.
No, man, I'm talking about the main group. So hold on there. This entrepreneur is a group 6 people, is?
No, that's group 3 people.
Oh, okay. So you see, I don't really, what I'm talking about here now, I wouldn't need to send the names to group 3 people because group 3 is just one group. But it's good. It's good that that you put me in a group because when I start to tell you all the things that you need for the business and so, then I have to put it in this group, and I'm going to need to put it in the 2 groups in group 6. So all right, did group 6 form two on-chat groups, WhatsApp groups? That's a question. Did group 6 form 2 on-chat WhatsApp groups? No?
Not yet, sir.
All right. So, yes, sir.
It's commercial food preparation was our main group right now.
But am I in that group? I don't
No,
think so.
sir. I don't know
Right.
who is the admin.
Miss Jameson, I think Miss Jameson is one of the admin persons, because I was getting a bit confused a while ago, sir, when you were talking about group 6 and group 3.
Richard, when you attend group on a Tuesday and a Thursday, right? Right,
Tuesday,
Robert?
well, this Thursday is the only day that I've seen the
Yes,
link
sir.
for.
It's a part of group 6.
So group 6 is our commercial food prep?
Yes, that's our group.
Yeah,
I didn't see a number attached to it, so that's why I'm.
No, that's how Boys Town recognize it. Boys Town management, Boys Town admin.
Right.
Yeah, because they have several groups, and the groups some have names. Group 9, group 2.
Okay.
They recognize it by group 6.
All right. So let me take it from the top now. So I'm a part of group 6. And you want this group now to be further broken down into 2 groups.
Right. So this is what I'm saying now, Robert. If there was a person in group 6 that had admin privileges,
right?
You say that admin to group 6 now. I know. You see these 2 groups that I split group 6 in.
Right.
I would send
put the names.
Yes, with the names that these persons are in group 1 and these persons are in group 2. So therefore, now you would be able to create
your on-trap group.
Yeah, for on-traps.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Tracking.
And you give those names and you admit to those groups.
Okay.
So therefore, I wouldn't have to communicate. I wouldn't have to communicate in the main group anymore, you know.
Right. Just for your 2 on-shop groups.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sir, excuse me. I think Ishmael is one of the admin to the commercial food preparation group. I don't know if he's that class today.
I think Ishmael is it. Wait, let me see if Ishmael. Let me check the register. See if Ishmael is in.
I think his number is for 5445642.
That's all, Ishmael.
Right. And then I know Miss Jameson is an admin person, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Tell you what. Don't want to say. Tell you what. Owing to the fact. Owing to the fact that that all of us are here right now. Who would be the person who would want to create a group, the WhatsApp group for group 1?
So I'm gonna leave. That's okay.
Wait now.
Which group are you in?
Which group are you in?
I am in group 3.
Yeah, man. Group 3 people can leave.
Okay.
All right. Have a good time until we meet again.
Same
Group
to
3
you,
persons
sir.
can meet because we
Okay,
leave. Because
sir.
we go. But group 6 stay for me. Because there's something that I can sort out right here with you people right now, whereby I wouldn't even need to go in the main group. I wouldn't even need to go in the main group. What I will do, let us say for group 1, who would be willing to create the group for group 1? That's Zaya and Daisy and Martin.
I think I see where you're going with there.
O'Neill.
Sir, I'll create.
Yeah.
We have to have a group with all of us. I think it's best if we just add the other persons, because 5 of us are already in a group. So I think we can just add that. Add the other persons.
Who is speaking?
Zaya.
Zaya?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Zaya.
Yes.
Just write this down. Let's write this down for me. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So Daisy and Brown is in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin Chambers. And Lassie Graham. Let's see. And O'Neill James is in the group. Kean Johnson. Michael Roberts.
Sir Kean Johnson.
Yes.
I think she deferred, you know.
All right.
Michael who?
Michael Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Michael
so you're saying
or
Kean Johnson.
Michelle?
Huh?
Is it Michael or Michelle?
Is Michael alive? Is Michelle? She has not been to class since for the 2 weeks now, though.
Yeah,
Whoever this
that's
person is.
Kean and it's not Michael, it's Michelle Roberts. So Kean and Michelle are no longer part of this group.
All right. All right.
So, sir, who is the group leader for group 2?
No, man, let me just deal with group 1 first, now, please.
All right, so group 1, me, Daisy, and Martin O'Neill.
And Shanika Sutton.
Shanika Sutton. Mm-hmm.
And Odin Williams.
Odin Williams. Mm-hmm.
That would be. How many persons that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Let me see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's good. All right, so who will be the person?
Hold on a second, sir. She get my name, Lestine Graham?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you have my number, Zaya?
No, sir.
Dixon. That's 860
Mm-hmm.
8089. 8089.
Okay.
Right, so let's admit to that group. All right. For group 2, Danisha Barnes. Zaya was the first name on the list for group 1. Danisha Barnes is the first name on the list for group 2. Danisha.
Yes, sir.
Come tell down them names up for me.
Sir, no, I don't want to be the admin. Can't find my pen.
All right, you ready? Ready, Barnes?
I'm coming. All right, go ahead.
All right, so it's you, and then Michael Coburn.
Yes.
And then, what is this? Sayan? Sarian? S-A-Y.
Sadian Denton.
Yeah, Denton. Is what? What? You pronounce it?
Pronounce it says her name is Sadian Denton.
Oh, C-D. Oh, so it's S-A-Y-D-Y-A-N-N.
Yeah.
So it's Sadian Denton Danisha.
Mm-hmm.
You have that? And
yes,
then
sir.
Safia. And then Safia. S-H-E-R-I-E-F-A-H. Hepburn. H-E-B-B-U-R-N. All right. And then you have Ishmael McNaughton. You have him? You have him?
Make a cuss bad order.
Huh?
Who was that coming name a while ago?
Me same one, Ishmael.
And then you have Richard Roberts and Lisa Salmon. And the last person is Tiffany Spence.
Okay, sir.
All right, so you have my number? Barnes?
No, sir.
Okay, never have your pen it. 86 Patrick Dixon. 860-8089.
Okay, Mr. Dixon.
Right. So you create a name for the group and you admit it so I can communicate with the group.
Can somebody create the name and send it to me, please?
So Dixon, a suggestion or to the person who is doing the admin. You can, once you create the group, you can send a link to the main group, and the persons who know that they're part of group 1 or group 2 can just click on the link and they automatically attach themselves to the group. So because I know persons might not necessarily be saving names and all of that. So you just need to create the group. If you know one person, put it in the main group, which is the commercial food prep, and those persons who know that they're part of group 1 or group 2 can just simply click on the link and they automatically join the group.
Well, if you send something to the main group, you still have to put the people in name. Because you have to list the names.
Should have. Well, I'm saying the persons who are on the platform who know they're part of group 2.
Okay.
Just simply click on, they just tap on join group and they automatically become part of that group, whether group 1 or group 2. But
you want to be the person creating it because Danisha never saw. Roberts?
Me deal with it, sir.
You hear that, Danisha?
Yes, sir.
So Danisha, you're group leader, right?
No.
And I have to sort out on the bangles. You have to sort out that, to be honest. All right, it's now minutes to 10. So please try and be on time for next week. And of course, I'll ask my school to download this recording also. All right.
Serious business, no serious time.
So have a pleasant good night, everyone, and take care. Keep safe.
Okay, same to you, sir.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
But at my bedtime now, sir, past 9:30 to 10 now, see there.
Class finished now?
Yes, class is finished.